A 17-year-old Pizza Hut delivery boy pulls up to his house in a gleaming Porsche, parking it proudly in the driveway. His parents rush outside, eyes wide. "Where on earth did you get that car?" his father demands. "I bought it today," the teenager says coolly. "With what money?" his mother blurts out. "We know what a Porsche costs. There's no way you could afford that." "It's used," the boy explains, "and I got an amazing deal. I only paid $20 for it." $20? His parents cry. "Who would sell a Porsche for $20? "The lady up the street," the boy answers. "She just moved in. I delivered a pizza to her and she asked if I wanted to buy her Porsche for $20. In disbelief, the parents march straight to the neighbor's house. They find her kneeling in her garden, planting flowers peacefully. "I'm the father of the boy you sold a Porsche to for $20, the man says sharply. "Why would you do that?" Without even looking up, the woman replies, "This morning I got a call from my husband. I thought he was away on business in Florida, but it turns out he ran off to Hawaii with his secretary and isn't coming back." The mother frowns. "But what does that have to do with selling our son your husband's Porsche for $20? The woman smiles faintly, brushes dirt from her gloves and says, "He told me to sell his new Porsche and send him the money, so I did." A man walked into a restaurant just to use the restroom. The manager spotted him and confronted him, saying, "You can't use the bathroom unless you're a customer. You think water, soap, and paper towels are free?" The man smiled, extended his hand for a handshake, and replied calmly, "Don't worry, I neither flushed nor washed my hands." A man stops by a newspaper stand each morning to buy a copy of the New York Times. He glances at the front page, frowns in disappointment, and tosses the paper straight into the trash without reading a single word. Day after day, the same routine continues. He buys the paper, checks the front page, looks displeased, and throws it away. After several weeks of watching this, the newsstand owner finally asks, "Sir, why do you keep buying the paper if you never read it?" The man replies, "I'm looking for an obituary." The owner chuckles and says, "But obituaries aren't printed on the front page." The man turns to him with a cold smile and says, "This one will be." 4 men were waiting nervously in a hospital while their wives were in labor. The nurse came out and approached the first man. "Congratulations," she said. "You're the father of twins." The man's eyes widened and he laughed. "That's unbelievable. I work for the Minnesota Twins." The nurse moved on to the second man. "Congratulations. You're the father of triplets." The second man grinned in amazement. "That's a crazy coincidence. I work for 3M. Next, the nurse turned to the third man. "Congratulations. You're the father of quadruplets." The man blinked, then chuckled. "That's wild. I work for the Four Seasons Hotel." Finally, the nurse noticed the fourth man pacing back and forth, pale and banging his head against the wall. "Sir, are you okay?" she asked, concerned. He groaned and muttered, "No, I'm doomed. I work for 7-Up."